Shelter's right by the lake.
How you doing?
What's up?
And if they find out that they put it in your bag, you extort that.
Gentlemen?
How's it going?
All right. You guys like Boy Scouts or something?
No, just special camp.
Hanging out. I asked the kids down there about a Blue Blaze trail for the Pancake Dude for tomorrow. And that's where I'm on right now. I'm following this trail. Southbounder told me that you got to make reservations. Let the guy know that, hey, you know, I'd like some pancakes. I'll be coming in tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm doing now out here. I'm inside the cabin where I'm going to have the pancakes tomorrow morning. He's on his way up. I'm just making the reservations now. There is no place to get water besides the pond. So since I'm here, he said I can get some water. So I'm going to get water from his kitchen sink and pack it back to the shelter. So I don't have to worry about, you know, drinking pond water. And since I'm here, I helped myself to some coffee. And I'm chilling. It's been a good day. Out here. I just made my reservations for tomorrow morning. I got my water. What he says is basically he needs to do a head count. He doesn't take anything over the phone. So I'm going to tell, like, for example, if 3 hikers show up, I can tell 1 hiker to do a head count, take the orders for all the hikers there, and 1 person can come down there and do it. But I can't speak for a ghost. They're not even there yet. So basically, I'm going to tell them when they come that you know, you can go to his house and get your water from his tap. It's only 0.3 miles. And then while you're getting your water from his tap, tell him exactly what you want tomorrow morning. And then go back to the shelter. I mean, so there you have it. And it works for me too, because I'd rather not give him false information and somebody change their mind. Okay, this is a Blue Blaze trail that I took to come to him. He says that instead of me tomorrow morning having to go back to the shelter and swing around, this bridge will link back up to the AT. I'm not a purist, as they say. I don't need to step foot on every single thing. I'm only skipping 0.3 miles, but I got no problem with that. So basically, I'm going to cross this bridge tomorrow morning instead of going back up to the shelter, because he said the dam itself is dangerous. He said it's just rickety. I don't see how this is any better. If you can look at this. What I'm going to do is tomorrow morning I'm going to leave this way. I'm going to come across the bridge, and he said it picks up the AT. What I'm going to do is, I'm not one to take people's word for it, bless his heart. I'm going to do a recon. I'm going to keep going down here until I see a white blaze. If I see a white blaze, everything is well. This is the way I'm going to leave. This is my exit strategy for tomorrow. If they want to go back up and swing around, they're more than likely to, but I'm not. This is the cabin that I just left, his house. Now I'm just going to go across the bridge and do a recon, then go back to the shelter and chill. Out here. Just scored some meat from a camp of kids. They said it's like getting overtime, so I'm like, you know what? Just go ahead and bring it on down here, and we'll do what we can. So. We just got a whole thing of pepper jack cheese right here. I will eat good tonight out here. Okay. By the way, I did 17.7. We'll call it 18 miles today.
You like that?
Out here.
I feel like I go up to 40 at the start of the game and just never leave.
Yeah, and you just stay there.
Stay there.
That's a pond behind there.
It's because Tommy always shoots the moon and he always gives.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
He always gives it.
Matter of fact, represent. Who are you guys exactly? Kiev. Camp Kiev. Okay, these are the guys that hooked me up with the trail magic, so I'm going to eat well tonight. Trail magic. Thank you, gentlemen.
You ready to
Guess what? It's raining. It's 8 o'clock. We almost went 24 hours without rain.
Almost.
Good morning. As you know, it poured down this morning, or last night anyway. Today, I'm 155 miles away from Katahdin. Today's date is July 28th. Today the plan is to do about 18 miles. First 3 miles we're going to cross over the Kennebec River. We're here at the place where you're going to get the pancakes and all that. And I'll keep you posted. I want to show you a spread when they put it at the table, so I'm gonna keep my camera out so I remember out here.
Trail. Someone was telling me. Somebody sent. People have been sending me really great stuff now. And
That should be your trail name. That's your
Remember?
That's your spirit name.
well, somebody at the beginning.
Did you do it today? All right.
Would you go swimming in that? Oh.
That was totally different. We had been before.
Okay, we're at the river crossing. We don't know where the canoe guy is, so now we gotta look for this dude. But this is what you're crossing. And this is what you need the canoe for. We gotta find this dude out here. Okay, we're coming out to the dude, or he's coming to us. It's a red canoe. What I'm concerned about, and it's funny because I've done enough river rafting and stuff, and they're real big on life jackets. If I remember correctly, they never told us to put on a life jacket when we got in here. So I'm curious to see if he has any extra life jackets, even though this water's shallow. I'm just curious. So he's the canoe guy. What's your name, sir?
I'm Dave, Hillbilly Dave, they call me.
Okay, Hillbilly Dave is going to give you a blue piece of paper. You sign your life away saying that I will not sue if I drown. There are life jackets here. He takes 2 at a time.
Kept records for over 20 years, which are going to end up in the ATC Museum.
Gotcha.
So we can actually go back for almost the last 30 years and tell you within 2 hours when every hiker crossed the river.
Let me ask you this. Just this year, how many hikers have you ferried?
Probably over 700.
700.
We're pushing 180, 200 northbound through hikers now.
Okay.
We had probably 250, 275 southbound through hikers, and the rest are sectioners.
All right.
All right, how you doing?
Good, you? Boys, right?
Yeah. All right, if you'll grab
I'm gonna paddle now.
Just take one side, give me some straight ahead, I'm gonna do all the steering.
Okay. Out here.
Take 2 hands now.
I got you. This is a nice little workout. Back on the other side. Appreciate it, Hillbilly Bob. Out here. According to Hillbilly Bob, this is the best privy on the place. I figured they'd have to have one. I'm about to partake. It is nice. That's my color out here.
This area is known for its shale, but this is the first time I've seen it.
Checkpoint Alpha.
Nice little muddy hike in.
That would be a good one, actually. I don't know if they have.
You know they do.
Oh, my dad's favorite place is
Talk to me. I will never answer stuff like that. And
Right,
I'm
and
like,
my
why are you
dad's
so
like-
protective?
My-
These are all the views you missed when I was hiking in the rain. Look at all these lakes. It's like 1,000 lakes out here.
It's awesome. It's kind of a big.
Oh, wild blueberries from these bushes here.
Yeah.
It's noteworthy.
Hey guys, let's
This
all
is the
move
shelter?
over way over this side.
Done, done, and done. There was Boy Scouts at the shelter, and I scored a big old bowl of potatoes because one of the Boy Scouts dropped their canteen, and I packed it into the shelter, and he had his name on it. So I'm like, is there a such and such here? And they're like, oh, thank you, here, eat this. And it's like, it's on and cracking. Check this out. This is right in front of the shelter. Isn't that awesome? By the way, we did 19 miles today. This is the second time the Kiev camp group took care of us. This is a different group. They made us pizzas. Can you believe that? This is awesome out here. Good morning. The date today is July 29th. I got 136 miles left to go to Katahdin, which is like nowhere, really. It's going to be a short day today, only doing 13 miles. So, and by the way, last night was great. Those Boy Scouts or Kiev, whoever they are, they've been taking care of us, man. It's like awesome. I don't think I'll ever frown again when I come up on another patch of kids, you know, because usually it's the other way around. They make a lot of noise and this, that, and the other. But I'm told that there's these are all boys. I'm told there's an all girls group out there, and I'm curious to see if they're just as giving or, I don't know, fun. So that'd be something interesting to see. So out here. Did it rain yesterday?
I don't think so.
It did not rain yesterday. We had a day without rain, and it's looking pretty good today. So, all right, out here. Memorable right there.
It was awesome. And it was one of my first really bad days.
Check this out. See, this is a natural place. If it was just pouring down rain, you can hold up.
Yeah.
Got a roof in the ceiling. That's nice. Not bad. This is the second ford. As you can see, there's a rope. The water's about knee deep. I'm just going to take my shoes off and go through off to the other side. These are, I guess, hikers that have already done it, and these are just kids and whatnot, or hikers themselves. Who knows? Messing around out here.
Okay, I don't make it.
Give me the cue. I went over in my Crocs, and I recommend you go over in some kind of footwear as opposed to barefoot, because the rocks are slippery, and it's too easy to kick a rock that you can't see or have a rock roll over on top of your foot. And the Crocs or footwear adds just enough protection so that you don't smash or squash your feet out here. And there you have it. 13 miles was a short day today, but when you add in the river crossing, it was cool. It's 3 o'clock out here. Good morning. This is what happens when you cook in your tent. Sometimes accidents happen. Only got a few more days left, so I can live with that. Today is the 30th. Let's see how many days we have left. I'm going into Munson. Munson is a town, so I'll be doing Munson today. We're 10 miles away from Munson. And we have 123 miles left until Katahdin. So, it did not rain yesterday. So, we had 2 days without rain. I've been talking to the southbounders, and they say the next 10 miles, they do mention mud, but they say it shouldn't be too bad if it doesn't rain, and it didn't. So we're looking forward to an easy 10-mile hike into town and sustenance out here. Okay, I gotta take my boots off. We gotta ford this river right here. It's not much, but it's enough to disrobe, so to speak, out here. Soaking wet, it got me. That was knee level, easy, because there's holes. It's not flat.
Oh, I wish I'd asked you to take a picture.
Got the light. if you want to know what wild blueberries look like, because they're all over the place, this is where you'll find them. These are all blueberry bushes. I passed a guy that had an empty coffee cup full of blueberries, and I've tried them and threw them in my oatmeal. They're very good. But understand, people pee in these bushes. That's all I can tell you out here. We're going down to the road. That's the town of Munson. In one case, this is the last time I'll ever go into town, resupply, and hike out. This is my last town. However, when I get out of the 100-mile wilderness, before I do the last 15 miles, I'm going to go into the town of Millinocket. That town is important because that's how I'm going to get out of town. That's the first town from Baxter State Park in Maine where you, like, you know, where if you had people coming to help you summit, they would stay at that hotel. That town is closest to the summit, which is obviously closer than Munson. I will be going there before I summit, but thing is, when I hike out, I'm not hiking out with food because I won't be spending the night. I'm going up and out, and my hike is done. So, like I said, on my last list, this is the last time I'll hit a road and go to town out here. In Munson, there's a hostel called the Shaws. It's I don't even know if it's the Shaws anymore. However, I've been there twice. I stayed there in '94 with the original proprietor, Shaw. We talked about war and all that other stuff. I stayed there in 2005 when I thru hiked the trail, and his son was running the place after he passed. This is my third time. The way I understand it, they since sold the hostel, but it's still in the family, in the family, connected through in-laws and whatnot. And this is the road to Munson out here. This is my hiking partner for the last leg. You are?
I'm Spice.
There you go. Why do they call you Spice?
Because I put a lot of spices in my food.
All
so
right.
I get along with August because we both like cooking.
And we do have the same what in common?
Aries. We are both Aries. Star signs.
When's your birthday?
March 22nd.
I'm March 24th. That's how close we are out here. There's not much to Munson. This is it. The lake house where we're going to eat dinner is down the street. Out here. All right, this is the Shaws. Going in. We're leaving the Shaws. It's just more advantageous to go to the lakeside place, so that's where we're moving over to. Already did a recon. The place is empty. There's no hikers whatsoever, so it's like we have a whole, I don't know, the whole loft to ourselves. So we're moving over. I'll let you see what it looks like when we get there out here. This is the lake house. Upstairs. This is the hostel. As I said, there's no one here. I'm about to do some laundry out here. Morning. It's 9:15 Friday, last day in July 31st. I'm gonna zero. This is my last zero because I'm gonna be in the wilderness for like 6 days. I can say this is my last zero because it's over with. There are no more towns. Pretty much tomorrow we're going into the 100-mile wilderness, and when we're gonna come out of the wilderness 10 miles from Aball Bridge, or you can say 15 miles before the trail actually ends until it's over. And the plan was to like split a hotel in Millinocket, which is a town, and then come in and then do the 10 miles, pretty much a 15-mile day, and be done with the trail. So this is my last time to get my Ensure in. I've already took a 6-pack of Ensure, drank that down, and today's a rest day. We're gonna go into Greenville. I'm having a hard time finding internet, so I'm actually going into the next town to post these videos. That's my priority, get these videos up so you know what's going on. So the last video will be, you know, well, I can't say that because you still got the 100-mile wilderness. Anyway, that's the plan. Okay, we're in Munson, and this is Buddy. This is the shuttle driver you want right here. And his cards are all over the place, but just remember Buddy. He'll give you a ride anywhere. And right now we're in the city of Greenville, and I'm going to show you this lake. You have no idea. It's what's the name of this lake? What's the name of this lake?
Moosehead.
Yeah, Moosehead Lake. We're going to be here for a second, so I'll show you that here in a bit. Out here. Unfortunately, the internet's a wash. The way I understand it, the whole town is on DSL, and so it doesn't make a difference where you go. The library, the police station, the town council, the whatever, the outfitter, the cheapest time I got was 200 minutes to upload a video. So all I can say is gonna be a minute, man. I got like 4 movies on my computer, and I'm hitting the 100-mile wilderness tomorrow. So I apologize for the delay, but I'll try again and knock it like a week from now. Now we can do. Let's hope for the best. This is a we'll call it a ferry / cruise barge named the Katahdin, and it's sitting here on the river itself, or the lake. As you can see, they also do helicopter tours. That's actually a helo right there. All in all, it's a pretty laid-back town, and you know what? There's a lot of tourists here, a lot of people. It has a Key West kind of feel to it, you know. All right, what I can do is make movies, so I'm going to put all this, pull this card out, make some movies, and just continue to do my thing out here.